Hi everyone, glad to see you again. I'm Bad Barry and this is Bad Barry's Bar. I'm glad you could come along and join me again. I've got a couple of stories I think you'll enjoy, at least I hope so. Now today my jokes actually concern women. I know fellas, you're going to wonder what I'm talking about with women. Well, I'm going to tell you, I've got a couple of stories here that really made me laugh, way back when I first heard them. And the first one concerns a little small town America, and in the church there's the pastors in the church. When into the church comes this young lady, and she goes to confession, and after confession, you see, she said, I'm actually from the circus. There's a travelling circus has come to town, Pastor. And she said, I'd love to give you free tickets to come along this evening and enjoy the show. And the pastor said, well, I really appreciate that, my dear. He said, but I'm a very busy man. I've got some parishioners I have to see, people I haven't seen for a while, and I'm really busy. So I really would love to come, but I'm afraid I can't make it today. So she said, well, let me show you what I do. She said, I'm actually an acrobat. So with this, she got out into the main aisle. She started to do head over heels hand spins down the aisle. And while she's doing this, two of the regular elderly ladies came in through the door, you see, and they saw her doing these head over heels hand spins down the middle. And one said to the other one, oh, good Lord, Mildred, look what the dear Father's giving for penance today, and me with a hole in my knickers. Hey, ladies, well, you're in for a bit more punishment yet. This little story I heard, it concerns three ladies. They're sitting in a sauna. You know, health is a big thing these days. We all want to lose weight. We all want to look beautiful and so on. Well, three ladies are in the sauna. There's two younger ladies and one's a more elderly lady. Well, they're sitting there quietly and they throw more water on the coals and the steam comes up and they're all just lying back enjoying the heat. When all of a sudden a beeper goes off. And they look around and one of the girls just lifts her arm up and just presses her wrist and the beeper stops. The other two look at her and she said, oh, it's the latest invention. She said, instead of carrying a beeper in my belt and always losing it, I have it implanted in my wrist. She said, it's the latest technology. So they sit there, you see, and a little bit later, a telephone starts ringing. And the other girl, she lifts up her arm and she starts talking into her hand. And the others look at her, and when she finishes, she said, it's the latest technology, so I don't bother with cell phones now. I have a handset implanted into my hand here. And she said, don't have to carry anything around with me. She said, it's absolutely wonderful. Well, this elderly lady's thinking, good Lord, these youngsters, boy, they've got everything. You know, boy, I'm really old-fashioned here. What do I do? So she went out of the sauna, you see, and a little bit later she came back in and she's got some toilet paper hanging off her butt. And the girls look at her and she just smiles and she said, oh, I think I'm receiving a fax. Okay, ladies, sorry about that. Well, I think that's enough about you good ladies for today. Tomorrow I'm going to tell you about some blondes. Poor old blondes, we know how they suffer, but tomorrow, call me after 10 o'clock. And by the way, if you've got some jokes yourself that you'd like to pass on, I'd love to hear them. You can email me. So I'm sure some of you have got a favourite story of your own. It can be about anything. It can be raunchy, it can be clean, I don't mind. Just send it in. You can put your first name on the bottom, or you can have your full name, or it can be anonymous. We won't shame you or praise you, as the case may be. So badbarryspa@gmail.com. Love to hear from you all. Well, carry on laughing and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye.